Welcome to this look at new mods on Farming Simulator 19 with me, MrSealyp. It's Thursday, it's the 2nd of September. We have got some new mods. We've got quite a few updates actually. The updates are as follows. As usual, top left, the map Attingham Park by JDModding has been updated. That does say no new save game is required. Volpomen Rugen by ATSVR and Riverside Farms by Missy B have both been updated, but they don't say whether they do need new save games or not, so I can't say for definite. The John Deere WT100 series by Polycount, the Case IH Tigermate 255 Field Cultivator by Custom Modding, the MDW 527 by Lucasino, the famed A Plows by Game Master, the UB by Mert, the Pitchfork Pack by Pushcat. That says it's new, but it does have a changelog. So as far as I'm aware, that is an update. It could be new to console, but I thought we'd already had it. The Lee Pair TL4367 by KRKZ Modding. The Massey Ferguson 7600 by Blauer. The Riverside Shed Pack by Missy B. The Refurbished Bunker Silo by Ursin Rayner. The Lenny Mountain Chalet by Neroxk. The Polish Potato Box by Jelinek, and the Big Bags XXL by LSMT Modding Team have all had updates today. Right then, the Agramash APS-40H, this by Bartson V3, 8.79 megabytes download, 5 slots on console. It is a rear-mounted cultivator, fixed onto the 3-point, doesn't have wheels. Mine's gone blank. 5 or 6 meters, might even be less than that. You'll find it under Tools and Cultivators. The APS-40H, 12,000 to buy, 4 meters, not 5 or 6, 4 meters, 120 horsepower required. Does say it requires front weight, depends on the size of your tractor, but because you've got a lot of weight over the back axle on 3-point link, it does help to balance it out. And it'll run at 9 miles per hour. We can have the option on the back of a tube roller 1 or tube roller 2, slightly twisted on the tube roller. Those are the only options. Nice, neat, smooth animation on the unfold. There we go, there we go. The Agramash APS-40H by Bartson V3. That was quite straightforward. Next, we've got the KZK6. This is by FSSA Modding Team. It's 11.28 megabytes download. Now, there are actually 3 in this pack, so something to be aware of. These are 6 meter. Well, land, roller, cultivator, weeder. There's a bit of everything here. If we go to weeders first, on the end, the KZK601, 4,500, 6 meters wide, requires 70 horsepower, which is not a lot, runs at 12 miles per hour. Now, we can change the main colours, anything on that palette, and we can have the 601 or the 604, which changes the rollers slightly. Now, the weeder, in this case, can only be used in the first growth stage of crops. This is a mechanical weeder, obviously not a sprayer, but what it can also do is fertilise at the same time. So you can weed and fertilise mechanically. The theory, I guess, being that you're getting rid of the weeds, you're making it better for everything, and you get a fertilising state. So what we'll do... Now, I haven't got any weeds. I don't often run them, although I may well use this on my Italia demo Let's Play, because I'm going to need to do weeding, and I was trying to work out how to get an organic fertilising state. In honesty, this is probably it. If I open up that menu, turn on rollers. Now you can see the fertilising going down, but obviously I haven't got any weeds. So you can weed and fertilise at the same time with that one. The second one is a cultivator, but also has the same option. You can cultivate and fertilise at the same time. Let's unfold that, and while we're unfolding it, we'll have a look at it. This one is under, I'm sure this was under disc arrows. So this one's under disc arrows, the KZK604. Same horsepower requirement, same width, runs at the same speed. We can change the main colour again to anything on that palette. We can change the rollers again. 604 is standard on this one, then you go to 601. So this will cultivate with the option to fertilise as well. So I'm just wondering actually, can we just lower it down and cultivate? We can. So you can cultivate without fertilising. If I turn it on, we have a darker state. Was it doing it anyway? Seems to be doing it anyway. So we are cultivating and fertilising at the same time with that one. Disconnect. Then the final one is a standard, I say standard, one of the rollers, the type where you can return the ground state to its original form. These are always a little bit more dodgy. You have to be careful with some of these rollers because you can make a real mess of your map if you're going to use them. This one you'll find under miscellaneous. There you go. With this machine you can restore the initial ground state, delete fields, change the main colour. No roller options on this one though, because it is a roller, as you can see. If I just drive forward now, as you can see, now this is actually, it's saying turn on rollers, but it's actually doing the operation without you needing to turn them on. If I turn on the roller, actually I wonder if that, because it says first you need to fill the tool. But that is deleting fields, so you have to be quite careful with that, because you don't raise or lower it, you just unfold it or fold it. Every time that's in its flat position, that will delete fields. I'm just wondering now, you know, whether or not this one, it says it needs to be filled. I'm not quite sure where it would fill. The weeder one seemed to work fine. Just bear with me a second. Just only dawned on me, I haven't got to go and check the capacity. If I go come and check the map here for fertilised, as you can see, these strips, they are fertilising. It is working. So, yeah. Mechanical weeder and fertiliser. Cultivator and fertiliser. Delete fields. The KZK6 by FSSA modding team. Did I say it was 11.28 megabytes download? Right, moving on from there, we're going to go to here. We have got the RN8012 pack by Happy Mole, 6.28 megabytes download. This is a skip trailer rather than a skip lorry. We had a skip lorry a while ago. The skip is a 7,000 litre skip, and you can put pretty much anything into that. And then we've also got all of these backs, which you can pick up with that, take away, transport, put them down. 5,000 litre containers. We have options of a water one. We've got a digestate. Now, the digestate one, I'll show you, does digestate. You can have it as a slurry one or a water one. The milk one, you can have liquid fertiliser or herbicide, and a fuel one. Each one 5,000 litres, each one 1,500 to buy. The skip trailer is 4 slots, and I'm pretty sure the skips and each of these are 2 slots each, which will then come down a little bit further. So we'll have a look at them, because these again are all over the place. So tank herbicide, 1,500 to buy, as I said, 5,000 litre tank. We can change the main colour to anything on that palette, design colour to anything on that palette. So if you are going to do, at the moment it's saying liquid, so that's liquid fertiliser, and we can put it on herbicide. So you might want to have all different colours and colour combinations and coordination. If you've got one for each particular type, you might put them out by a field or somewhere. So when you're doing spraying or whatever it is you're doing, you can collect them. Then the tank diesel is just diesel. There's no other options on that. But again, you can change the colour if you want it to look more like a warning to others that it's got a flammable thing in it. Then we go from there to animals. The milk version is there. Same price, same capacity. Again, we can change the main colour to anything on that palette. Design colour, new design colour to anything on that palette. And then the final one is under slurry tanks. And this is the one that we can swap from either digestate, water or slurry, and again we can change the main colour and the design colour. So as I've done, you know, that's got digestate, it's brown, that's white, it's milk. Liquid fertilizer, herbicide. I mean, like I say, you know, with I went for that for a kind of, yep, that's got something dodgy in it, and then the water one is blue for water. You can mix and match them however you want. That's entirely up to you. The skip and trailer are under tools and trailers. The RN8012 is only 8 grand. We can change the main colour to anything on that palette. We can change the rim colour to anything on that palette. We can change the design colour to anything on that palette. And then we can have the chassis itself, the frame, grey-blue, light grey, grey, black, reed green, red, blue, then back to grey-blue again. So you can kind of really mix that one up. And then the skip, so 2 grand, 7,000 litre capacity, takes pretty much everything. The main colour is, as you might imagine, the main colour. And then the design colour is the little hooks on the side, so you can change those if you wanted to. But you don't have to, it's entirely up to you. Right, now, we hook up. And then we unfold. L1 and X, puts the back legs down, swings the whole lot forward, or backwards, depending how you look at it. Backwards, I guess, from the tractor. Nice animation of the chains, nice bit of swing. And then we reverse ever so slightly, there we go. It's better if you I suppose you don't want to reverse once you've got those feet down. We attach, then L1 and X brings the whole lot back up again. And off you go on your merry way to do whatever you want. But when you get to where you're going, you can just unload from here. If I do the unload as normal, L1, R1 and triangle, feet go down, grabs it at the back to stop it sliding off, and the whole lot tips up, so you can unload whatever you've got in there directly off the back. Like so. Nice smooth animation. So what we'll do is unload, and I'll just show you hooking up. I mean, it hooks up exactly the same way, but one of the tankers will hook one of those up, just so you can see. This is, where are we? Yeah, I've already said now 6.28. I've one of those days where my brain is having a bit of a meltdown. It's quite a short trailer, so it turns quite rapidly. You have to sort of do fairly small inputs. I mean, teaching Granny how to suck eggs, you know how to reverse a trailer. There we go. Oh, I should have actually raised something up. So there we go. Hooks up, raise up, does exactly the same thing. Now, I'm pretty sure, well, I better check this. This is manure system ready. So if you're on PC, it is manure system ready with pipes and various different bits and paraphernalia that you should need. And off you go, fill it up, put it into your fields or wherever you're going to put them, and store your stuff wherever you want. Very handy bit of kit. Not too expensive, not bad capacity, slot count's good. Yeah, that's right that. The RN8012 pack by Happy Mole. Moving on from there. We've got this. This is the Fuel Tank Lizard T5000C by JDModding. 19.07 megabytes download, 10 slots on console. I've got 2 of these simply to show you. They do daisy chains, so you can hook multiple ones together. Each one is 5,000 litres. I think in the mod tab it's showing as a T500. It might just be, it is a typo. And it is just a fuel trailer. This won't take anything else. It's fuel. That's what it will do. This was under miscellaneous. There, so it's shown as a T500C there, but it's a 5,000. 8,500. Slot count will go down from 10 to 1 for any subsequent one you get. You can change the rim colour to anything on that palette. Main colour to anything on that palette. Those are your options. So what I'll do is just disconnect the rear trailer. But what we do have is an option, is it L1 and X? Yeah, opens the side box on this side. Now I thought maybe you'd need to undo that to put fuel into it, because you have to have like the pump side open, something like that. It's still filled with it closed, but you do have the option to open and close that. Nice animation on that side door. I'm going to move around into the light so you can see it a little bit better, because that was a little bit dark there, wasn't it? Let's be honest. That's better. And that's it really. Not much more to say about that one. Nice bit of detail on it. 5,000 litre tank. That's the fuel tank Lizard T5000C by JDModding. Next we have got these. This is the Lizard Pack AU-ATF by LNMmodding.org. 28.47 megabytes to download. It's 15 slots for the ATF, 17 slots for the AU. Now, they are both auger wagons. There's an auger pipe there, there's an auger pipe on the other side for the other one. This one I would say is more a seed tender, because it's got a split down the middle, so it's two sides, and we can have, I'll show you in a minute, but we've got the option of when you put the auger out, it will switch between the two tanks. It's on the bottom, but then you can switch between two. And it is split, so at the moment I've got seed in the front, fertilizer in the back, and then the rear one is just a full-blown auger wagon. Now both of them will take all the usual auger wagon crops. That one isn't just for seed and fertilizer. You can put anything you like in it, but I think that's kind of what it's designed for, really, more than anything. That's got your more off-road tyres for taking on the field, unloading harvesters type thing. That's more, I mean, looking at it, side of the field, filling up your seeders and fertilizer spreaders and that kind of thing. That's just the feeling I get from it. So, across to auger wagons. The ATF-14 is 11 grand, 17,500 litres. Like I say, it will take the regular auger wagon stuff. We can change the main colour to any one of those. Rim colour to any one of those. Design colour is for the pipe, so you can mix and match, or however you want to go about it. Then we've got wheel brand, Lizard, Trelleborg, Michelin. No options within those, just those three tyre choices. Then the cover, we can have grey, white, yellow, or back again. So you can have a few different design options for that. 17,500 litres. The AU-25 requires 110 horsepower, 25,000 litre capacity. Again, standard auger wagon type fare. Main colour, any one of those. Rim colour, any one of those. Design colour, any one of those. Now design colour, I think, what did the design colour do? Is it the flightings on the inside? I'm trying to work out what it was that changed. Was it the boxes at the front? Yes, the box work and stuff around the front, the covers. And then cover, yellow, white, or grey. So, again, these daisy chain, that's why I bought them out together, so you can hook multiple ones together if you want to. I will just disconnect that one, swing it around so you can see a little bit better. Very nicely detailed and designed. Cover open, like so. Pipe out, L1 and down. Swings round and out. As you can see, we've got seed in the front, fertilizer in the back. You can do seed and seed, fertilizer, fertilizer, crop and crop. Right, let's try this again. Pipe out, seeds. Puts the cover on it. Press it again. Whilst it doesn't actually move, it has switched to the rear one, which means it will do the fertilizer, then pipe in. Right, there we go. Unloading is done as you unload with anything else. L1, R1 and triangle will unload into seeders, into spreaders, or onto the ground, or however you want to go about it. So, let's close the cover on that one. This one. Pipe out, L1, down the D-pad. Cover open. Now this does show L1 and right stick side to side is supposed to do something. I cannot find what that's doing. Ah, now I have. It's the toolbox cover. I went round and round. I couldn't work out what it was. Oh, there you go. You've got a toolbox cover that can open and close if you really want to do that. There's no options to adjust the pipe or anything like that. In, out, up, down, anything like that. Unload here. If you want to unload there. There we have it. The Lizard Pack AU-ATF by LNM Modding. Next, we've got these. This is the Same Silver E Lamborghini R5. So we've got the Same Silver and we've got the Lamborghini R5. This is by Black Eyes Modding. 22.84 megabytes download. These are 11 slots each for the first one of each one. It had me a little bit puzzled because the website pictures show these with the bonnets open. I haven't found or got any option to do that. Maybe again that's probably a PC thing, and we just hasn't ported over to console, as far as I can tell. A few different options on both. You'll find them under small tractors. So the Same Silver, 76 grand. The Lamborghini R5, 76 grand. 11 slots each. Both go down to 1 slot for any subsequent one. Options available. We can have attach joints, standard, with weight, front hydraulic, or off. Wheel brand, Trelleborg, Lizard, and back. Lizard with the comical tyres. Not quite conical, but rice tyres, that kind of thing. Under Trelleborg, then we've got standard, wides, narrows, rear twins, twins, back to standard, beacon standard, left standard again, so you can have a left beacon or not. Then you've got 115 horsepower and 130 horsepower are the two options. I'm pretty sure the options are the same on the R5 with weight, front hydraulic, Trelleborg, Lizard. Under the Trelleborg, I'm pretty sure it's the same wheel options, wides, narrows, rear twin, twin, back to standard, beacon left, 115, 130 horsepower. Yep. Those are the options. What we'll do is we'll hop in. Now, open up the menu. L1, no options. R1, no options. L1, R1. Left stick side to side. Adjust the steering wheel. You can just see me in there, the driver. I can adjust the steering wheel up and down. So L1, R1 and left stick. Then right stick side to side. Opens the right door. Right stick up and down does the left door. So there's no option at all there for opening the bonnet or anything like that. And in the options there's no option to have the side panels off or anything like that. It just comes as it does. Lights. The Lamborghini is exactly the same. Beacon, if you've gone for the left beacon. Horn. First person. It's a nice crisp interior actually. I just went for the narrows on the Lamborghini, but all the other options are exactly the same for steering wheel, doors, lights, horn, everything else. There we go. The Same Silver E and the Lamborghini R5 by Black Eyes Modding. Next we have got, next we've got these. This is the new Holland Workmaster series by Whiskey Sierra Modding, Adub Modding, ABP team. 37.11 megabytes download. These are also under small tractors. The one with the cab is 30 slots. The open version is 25 slots. There's a minor problem with the cab one, which I'll show you in a moment. Nicely detailed looking, nice looking tractors. These have only got a maximum horsepower of 75. I think we've got 55, 65, 75 horsepower. So they're small tractors for doing, light work around yards and wherever else you want to do it, or if you've got small machinery and equipment. Absolutely perfect. I do like the look of that one. The open cab with the old rollover protection bar. I do like that. As you can see though, you change the colour on that one and the actual grille does still stay blue. It's a minor thing, but worth pointing out. So, also on the small tractors, Farm Dog is really impressed by the rollover protection system. He has to get on the action, doesn't he? The Workmaster series with cab, 47,500. Workmaster series open station, 37,500. Big difference, really. Then, rim colour. Anything on that palette, but we do have across the top here chrome. The first chrome is proper chrome. The next one is more of a matte, sort of darkened one, and I think the last one is a little bit more silvery. I like that third one of the chromes, personally. Now, this is where the problem comes. It's when we come to change the main colour. If I press triangle now, these are the options we've got. But if I go just for the yellow, it only changes the front, the bonnet. It doesn't change the whole colour for the rest of the tractor. Now, I thought, it's maybe because it's got the colour thing for the open version. But the open version does do the bonnet and the wings. This one is only doing the bonnet, and it's the same for each of the colours. We do have a blue candy, like a blue power, and there's a red candy, and even if we go for the black, it only does the engine cover. The rest of it stays blue. I think it's probably going to need an update for that. That's just my own personal feeling. I think it probably is, unless it's supposed to be like that. But anyway, then configuration, we've got standard. Now it goes through 90 kilogram weight, and then it goes up. I'm going to go all of them because it goes 225, 405, 585, 765. Hang on. 945. Oh, come on. There we go. Back to standard. It's one of those menus. Then options for tyres. We've got Trelleborg or Michelin. Those are the two options. The Michelins really fill those rear wheel arches. But under Trelleborg, we've got standard. Wheel weights, wides and weights, back to standard. Under the Michelins, we've got standard and weight. I think it's only two options. Yeah, standard and weight under the Michelins. Then we've got the option for front fender, yes or no. Beacons, no. Left, right, both, or off. Then we've got the 55 horsepower, 65 horsepower, 75 horsepower options. Then front loader attacher, no, yes, or the allo. And off again. Those are the options. For the open station, rim colour, same thing. I'm going to go for the Chrome 3 because I like that one. But main colour on this one, it does work. So if I do it, it changes the whole thing. So yeah, it's only on the cab version it seems to be doing it. Same options available on the weights. I'm not going to go through them all again. Same options on the tyres. We've got the Trelleborg and Michelin, same tyre choice options. Front fender, yes or no with this one too. Same engine setup. 55, 65, 75 horsepower. Now, no canopy. You can just have the rollover protection system, or you can have the little canopy sunshade to protect you from the rays of the day. And then we've got front loader attachment on this one as well. Standard allo or off. I'm going to go, doesn't really matter. I do like this one. Or actually, you know what? I'll do both because I've got the beacons on that one. So go through the lights, horn, beacons, interior, nice little jumpsuit on the left there. This one has got slightly tinted windows, and then we do have under L1, R1, rotate crane tool right, gives you option to open that door. That's the only one that works or has the option as far as I can tell. Yep. Now obviously we do have lights on this one. and indicators. The other one has indicators too. There's no beacon option on this one. Now, this is quite rapid. It's a 32-mile-an-hour tractor. It does feel quite speedy. I do like that view too as well. Whoa, hang on, did we get a bit of slide then? That felt a little bit, isn't it weird from first person? You can really get that. Oh, oh yes. That's got a little bit of a slide to it. Oh, yeah, you have to be careful of that. If you're hammering around. Well, it's fun, don't get me wrong. Bit of drift. So there we go. That's the new Holland Workmaster Series drift tractor by Whiskey Sierra Modding, Adub Modding, ABP team. I really do like that. I do like that. Which brings me on to the last of the mods for today. I think. Yes. And it's the Varaneo Brazil by Conta Comigo Modding. And it's this. It's a little van. Early SUV type thing, really. It's, 9.73 megabytes download, 7 slots on console. Only downside to it hasn't got a rear trailer hitch. But we can open the back. It does have straps in there. I think you can fit a pallet in it as well. Might even get a couple of bales, maybe a bale. I'm just trying to think the distance between the rear seat and there. But this you'll find under vehicles and cars. 55 grand, 200 horsepower. Design colour is the roof. There's loads of different colour options. I won't go through all of them. Design colour is the roof. Main colour is the body. Let's go for an Amazon. Oh, that's Chrome, but Bergman. It's got to be on there somewhere. Doesn't matter. We'll go for that. And then we've got design standard. Square lights. This is down the front, just above the front bumper. So nothing. Square lights, round lights, or off. Then wheel setup. We've got standard. Wheel 1, which looks like a more sort of worn, old, faded tyre. And then wheel 2 looks like a more kind of off-road-ish tyre. Then back to standard again. Those are the options. Let's hop in. As you can imagine, the horn, of course. Lights, then the lights on the bumper if you've gone for those as an option. Okay, hasn't got. I thought it was going to have a weird screaming reverse. So it's a nice looking vehicle. We do have the option for both doors. I'm just trying to think which one it is. L1 and right stick up and down does the left door. R1 and right stick up and down does the right door. He says, no, side to side. Does the right door. L1 and X unfolds the boot, opens the trunk, however you want to refer to it. And then we do have straps inside, which you can do manually as well. There's a bit of space in there. I'm just not sure if you'd fit an entire bale. I suppose you could leave them sticking out the back, couldn't you? Just have to leave the boot open. This will go up to 49 miles an hour. First person. Wow, that green's quite bright in here, isn't it? You can even lean over and tell the kids off. Look, how perfect is that? Actually, I didn't check the mirrors. Yes, mirrors. Yep, mirrors are working. Yeah, I just think maybe the addition of a trailer hitch might be... I mean, yeah, it's got the rear section in there as well, but you might want to cart a few things about. That's the Varaneo Brazil by Conta Comigo Modding. That's it for today. Oh no, there's a map. Before I forget, hopefully I'll get onto it, but that might probably won't post till tomorrow now. We'll see how YouTube are today with it all. It's called Factional Map by Adriano Dervilla, Namog Mod and Lost Gamer. It's 91.12 megabytes download. I will try and get onto that as soon as possible. I hope you found this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.